Hello and welcome to Knowledgist. If you are preparing for promotions this year in any public sector bank or IDBI, then we have a dedicated batch for you. A proven content with dedicated MCQs for your exam preparation based on the IBPS pattern so that you don't miss the chance for the selection. This course comes with the last minute ready reckoner. That means the MCQs that only requires revision at the last minute. Apart from that, you have RBI circular gist, you have all the classes contents from risk management to credit management, from forex to treasury. Everything is available in your application, video classes, notes, whatever you want to read, you can study with a dedicated path and focused content for your promotion exam preparation. Along with that, we also have interview guidance when you selected in the written exam. Recent updates आए हैं nomination facility. You got, all of you knew that it has now been increased to 4 nominations per every deposit account, locker account and safe custody account, right? So where nomination is applicable, nomination is normally applicable in any deposit account, any safe deposit locker and safe custody. What is the difference between safe deposit locker and safe custody? Safe lockers are the higher, where a customer can hire a place inside the branch and it is being operated by the customer himself or herself. But the safe custody is given to the bank manager. It is in the vault of the bank, maintained, safeguarded by the bank itself. Also locker is safeguarded, but it is not operated by the bank manager. That is operated by the customer. ठीक है, सेफ लॉकर कस्टमर हैंडल करता है, सेपरेट वॉल्ट होता है उसके लिए, और सेफ कस्टडी जैसे आपने गोल्ड लोन के लिए गोल्ड दिया है तो वो बैंक के सेफ कस्टडी में रहता है. सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस. सो इन 3 टाइप्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. ऑल्सो in proprietorship account, it is also equivalent to a deposit account, individual account. So there also nomination is applicable. So what is the benefit? It will not remain into it will not slip into unclaimed account after the death of the customer. डिसीज्ड होने पर बहुत सारा अनक्लेम्ड डिपॉजिट है. दिस इज ए हेडेक फॉर द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. सो इफ यू प्लान वेल, then your estate will be managed. And who is a nominee? Nominee is a trustee who manages the estate, but the money belongs to the legal heir. Okay, if the customer doesn't wish to nominate, then what bank must do? Bank must get a written declaration that he don't want to nominate anybody, or if he refuses, that refusal has to be mentioned in the account opening form and has to be signed by the customer. So new operational instructions: bank must keep system to record registration, cancellation and change of nomination. Give acknowledgement within 3 working days of receiving nomination or any changes in nomination. If rejected, inform customer in writing in 3 days. You must verify nomination complies with the act and rule. Banks must print the name of the nominee in term deposit receipts. अगर किसी ने फिक्स डिपॉजिट किया है तो उसके रिसीट के ऊपर जो टर्म डिपॉजिट का बॉन्ड होता है, एफडी आरडी के बॉन्ड के ऊपर नॉमिनी का नाम रहेगा. अगर करेंट अकाउंट ये सब वगैरह है तो पासबुक में भी नॉमिनी का नाम रहेगा. द नेम ऑफ नॉमिनी शुड बी शोन ऑन ऑल दीज डॉक्यूमेंट्स. In case of nominee's death, if one of multiple nominees dies before receiving the amount, that nomination becomes invalid. Bank will then settle that portion as per rules and regulation of nomination. ठीक है, मतलब 4 नॉमिनेशन है, कोई एक मर गया तो उसका नॉमिनेशन इनवैलिड हो गया. नाउ वी विल ट्रीट दैट एज इफ देयर आर 3 नॉमिनेशंस. बैंक्स कैन नॉट क्लेम वैलिड डिस्चार्ज इफ दे मेक पेमेंट टू ए पर्सन बेस्ड ऑन नॉमिनेशन मेड अंडर अदर लॉज. तो इन व्हिच सेक्शन? दिस इज ए इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन as well as a written question. Section 45 ZA of Banking Regulation Act, you should have nomination facility. Okay, now we can have 4 nominees. Nomination in deposit account governed by section 45 ZA, 45 ZB and 45 ZG. Locker is governed at 45 ZC. Safe custody is governed at 45 ZG. Okay, bank must inform customers about nomination. If customer declines, then what you have to do? You have to take a written declaration. Bank if one nominee dies before receiving the deposit, only that nominee's nomination becomes invalid. बाकी नॉमिनेशन इंटैक्ट रहेगा. अगर 4 नॉमिनी है, एक मर गया तो उस नॉमिनी का पोर्शन जो है वो इनवैलिड हो जाएगा, as if there was no nomination in that portion, right? But in rest cases, nomination will be treated as valid. ठीक है, बैंक्स मस्ट हैव सिस्टम। मान लीजिए किसी के अकाउंट में 1 लाख रुपीज है, somebody is having 1 लाख रुपीज, there are two nominees. For one first nominee 30% stake is given, second nominee 70% stake is given, right? The first nominee dies, this nominee is alive. When deceased claim settlement will be done, you will call this nominee, or this 70% person will come to the bank and can claim 70,000 rupees. Okay, for the settlement of rest 30,000 rupees, you have to call for legal heir certificates and everything as if there was no nomination for that person. Clear or not? RBI brings cooperative banks into the scheme of integrated ombudsman scheme, IOS, integrated ombudsman scheme. Now all commercial banks, RRB, cooperative banks, central cooperative banks, primary cooperative banks, NBFC, excluding housing finance companies where asset size is above 100 crores, will also be under the ombudsman scheme. Or system participant under the scheme and credit information company, all of them will now come under integrated ombudsman scheme, जिसका ऑफिस जो है वो चंडीगढ़ में है, आप वहां पे क्लेम कर सकते हो. दैट इज द रूल. RBI allows resident exporters to open foreign currency account with a bank outside India. बस खाली इतना याद रखिए, नाउ RBI permits to open FCA, foreign currency account. Indian exporters can open and maintain a foreign currency account outside India for the purpose of goods and service export. Okay. RBI सिंप्लीफाइज EDPMS IDPMS, ये बार बार सर्कुलर आ रहा है, तो हमने सोचा कि EDPMS IDPMS क्रेडिट वालों के लिए काम आएगा. बस थोड़ा सा ध्यान दीजिए. वाई विल टेल यू व्हाट इज EDPMS एंड IDPMS. AD बैंक्स कैन क्लोज एंट्रीज बेस्ड ऑन सिंपल डिक्लेरेशन अप टू 10 लाख. अगर 10 लाख तक का एंट्री है तो सिर्फ डिक्लेरेशन से आप क्लोज कर पाओगे. EDPMS IDPMS क्या है? एक्सपोर्ट डाटा प्रोसेसिंग and monitoring system, import data processing and monitoring system, both are same thing. One is for export, another is for import. This is an RBI system used to track and monitor all export and import transaction. Export होगा तो EDPMS, import होगा तो IDPMS. तो एक्सपोर्ट ट्रांजैक्शन को मॉनिटर करने के लिए जितने भी एंट्रीज होता है उसको हम EDPMS में एंट्री करते हैं. नाउ मर्चेंट ट्रेड ट्रांजैक्शंस हैड टू फिनिश विद इन 9 months एंड फॉरेक्स आउटले वाज अलाउड ओनली फॉर 4 months अर्लियर. पहले MTT ट्रांजैक्शंस 9 months एंड जो फॉरेक्स का एडवांस पेमेंट आप करते थे वो 4 महीने में रियलाइज हो जाना चाहिए. अगर आपने पेमेंट किया है वो वापस आपके अकाउंट में 4 महीने में आ जाना चाहिए. बट नाउ इट सेज RBI has now extended the forex outlay period from 4 months to 6 months. This gives merchant traders more time and flexibility. ठीक है, चलिए पहला क्वेश्चन. Under the new RBI notification, from which date state cooperative banks will be coming under banking ombudsman scheme? State cooperative banks from November 1, 2025 से आ चुके हैं. ये RRB के लिए थोड़ा डेट इंपोर्टेंट हो जाता है, बाकी के लिए नहीं है. ठीक है. Who is permitted by RBI to open and maintain foreign currency account outside India? FCA account बाहर कौन ओपन कर सकता है? आप और हम कर सकते हैं क्या? No. Resident Indian exporters can open FCA account outside India. FCA accounts can be opened outside India. ठीक है. Special rupee bostro account balances were earlier allowed to be invested in which of the following? Special rupee bostro account, Indian government treasury bills and government securities. ठीक है. इन्वेस्टमेंट मेड बाय पर्सन्स रेसिडेंट आउटसाइड इंडिया फ्रॉम होस्ट्रो अकाउंट सरप्लस इनटू एनसीडीज बॉन्ड सीपीज विल बी क्लासिफाइड अंडर कॉर्पोरेट डेट सिक्योरिटीज लिमिट अंडर द जनरल रूट. ये मैंने इसको हटा दिया है सर्कुलर, उसका MCQ अभी भी है बट उसको भी हटा देंगे, ये काम का नहीं है. RBI simplifies closure procedures for EDPMS, IDPMS and that applies for the entries up to what amount? C. Rupees 10 lakhs. What is the maximum time allowed for completing an MTT as per the extant RBI norms? MTT को कंप्लीट करने के लिए क्या टाइमलाइन है? अभी बताया था मैंने, थोड़ा सा याद करिए तो आ जाएगा. मर्चेंटिंग ट्रेड ट्रांजैक्शन, इसका सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है MTT का फुल फॉर्म. 2-3 बार अभी लास्ट 4-5 महीने में RBI सर्कुलर में देखने को मिला है. क्वेश्चन मेकर को भी RBI सर्कुलर से खंगालना पसंद है, आपको कंफ्यूज करना पसंद है. 9 months का टाइमलाइन है. ठीक है.